You know, I had one of those only in New York moments today. I was trying out some drone photography over Manhattan, just as the sun was setting. Talk about a breathtaking view. I had the drone glide over the skyline, kind of like a bird weaving through the buildings, and the scene was just, wow, a digital canvas painted with natural lighting. I even made a new friend, Jack, who had also brought his drone. We ended up sharing tips and perspective, quite the unplanned camaraderie. I wish you could have been there. Would you believe who I bumped into at the cafe today? The same joint where Emily tried to kill us with that experimental brew of hers. Laughs galore. Now, she texted today asking if the cafe's coffee was better than her concoctions. Of course, I diplomatically told her that her coffee was unique, and you know what? She took it as a compliment. I guess it's hard not to love her enthusiasm, eh? And Lucas going all existential about if dogs could understand us. You'd think he just discovered a new dimension. I told him they probably wish we'd quit our jobs and just play fetch all day. Between office and drones, I don't think Pepper would agree with me leaving my job anytime soon. Speaking of drones, did I mention how my shots turned out? They were quite something. I mean, I am biased. But you should really check them out later. Carlos was super excited to see them. And Emily, of course, she's always a fan. I thought I'd upload a couple on my Instagram. It's weird how we can all be sitting miles apart but still feel so connected, right? It makes me think about how technology has really shaped our friendships and relationships. And how about Carlos and his food obsession, now aiming for the BBQ joint downtown? That's another must-try on our list the next time we hang out. Oh, and remember the Smithsons album we were talking about last week? Lucas mentioned today that their latest release has a fantastic mix of blues and rock. Now that's exciting. Guess who's going to be up all night listening to the new tracks? So, remember the jazz session in Central Park I was telling you about? Well, it turned out to be one hell of a jam. I mean, there I was, just minding my own business, guitar in hand, when Ella, this new friend I made, decides to jump in. And let me tell you, that girl can play. It was this spontaneous, magical moment of musical camaraderie, you know, the kind I live for. We were bouncing off each other's melodies, delving into this whole jazz improvisation thing, and it was outrageously fun. And Carlos, being Carlos, finally cracked his coding conundrum. He was over the moon about it. I honestly did not understand half of what he was saying, but his enthusiasm was contagious, and I ended up joining in his little victory dance over text. You know, Emily chipped in as well, offering drinks and her usual comedic relief. Good old Lucas, always thinking about something. Guess what he's pondering now? The sudden cold weather. Yes, you heard it right. Instead of enjoying the fall season, he is complaining about it. Emily had her say and suggested investing in some warm socks. I sometimes wonder how they come up with these random topics. And oh, guess what? The weekend plans are all set. Seems like Carlos is planning a quiet wine night after breaking his head over codes. Lucas has got a ton of ideas, so he'll be hitting the drawing board, and Emily, of course, is planning a bike ride to the new cafe downtown. As for me, I'll probably chill out with my camera capturing the autumn vibes, making the most out of the season. I just hope the weather stays beautiful. You know how much I love my fall shoots. I have to tell you, though, sometimes I really marvel at how we all are miles apart, but still so connected. Technology has truly changed the course of relationships, haven't they? I mean, we hardly meet each other in person these days, but still, I feel we are more connected than before. You know what else is interesting? Carlos's newfound love for barbecues. After his food obsession, now he has targeted the downtown BBQ joint. Seems like we have a list of places to hit the next time we hang out. So, Emily's bike ride, barbecue at downtown, and Lucas's existential crisis about pets, all sorted for the weekend. So, guess what I did today? I actually got around to doing something interesting with my collection of old camera equipment. Those wrecked body housings, crippled lenses, battered flash units finally came to good use. I managed to create this quirky and vintage-inspired wall hanging for my studio. A tribute to the genuine charm of nostalgia, I call it. Quite a catchy phrase, right? It certainly adds this unique touch to the studio, filling it with an old-world romance. Makes me wonder if I should do that more often. I mean, embracing these DIY projects. My photography studio, now embellished with that eccentric wall hang, feels so authentic and personal. I've always been a big fan of these small touches that can make a space feel like your own. I suppose these little things make you appreciate the space more, right? Our group chat today was quite the roller coaster. We all know how Carlos loves his burritos and wouldn't survive without his regular fix. And now he's dreaming about coding in space. Must be all those burritos playing tricks on his mind. Emily agrees with me, says Carlos's dreams are too wild to be remembered after waking up. Then there was Emily, sharing her brilliance with us, claiming her ideas come from her dreams. Lucas, however, added his touch of humor, and in all fairness, Emily's out-of-this-world designs do tend to suggest a space cowgirl. And yes, Lucas, a picture of my newly decorated wall is coming your way soon. BTW Emily saw Paul Rudd's new movie today and absolutely adored it. We can't get enough of Rudd, can we? Carlos, of course, wanted to discuss Ant-Man. Could it be any more predictable? And then there was the chat about Rudd's Hot Ones episode. Do you remember it? Oh, it was a rib tickler. Oh, and Carlos hitting the gym again, under much protesting from his muscles. Em and I, the ever-supportive friends that we are, offered him some motivational gems. Aren't we amazing? And talking of workouts. Right now, I am all pumped up from the sense of achievement after finishing my fun little DIY project. Who would have thought creativity could be an adrenaline rush? And anyways, guess who's off for a run before the sun sets? Yep, you got it right. How about you, pal? Any interesting update from your side of the world? Let me get back to mine. Chores await. Catch you later, all right?